Hello, everyone. I am thrilled to welcome you all to the series of podcast Roadmap for Acing SSCE Examination. This is your guide to preparing, performing, and passing the Senior School Certificate Examination with flying colors. In this podcast, we'll break down study strategies, time management tips, subject specific hacks, and advice to help you stay ahead and focus. We all know that grade 12 board examinations are set to begin soon, and we would like to know how to attempt the legal studies paper. For this, today we have with us Ms. Shelly Sinha, Faculty of Legal Studies, Delhi Public School, Bangalore East. With more than 17 years of experience as an educator, she's here with us today to discuss some important and useful tips to solve the paper. Ma'am, beginning with my first question, what is the general structure of the Legal Studies Board question paper?
Thank you, ma'am. With respect to the Legal Studies Board question paper, the question paper is divided into 4 sections. Section A consists of 20 multiple choice questions carrying 1 mark each, where the students are asked to test their basic knowledge of concepts. Section B consists of 8 2-marker questions, where the students are required to give precise explanation of the legal principles, terms, and provisions. Section C consists of 3-mark questions. 8 3-marker questions are to be answered, which are basically case-based questions that ask the students to analyze and apply legal reasoning to hypothetical situations given. Section D consists of long answer questions, where 4 questions carrying 5 marks each will be asked, and the students required detailed discussions on topics such as constitutional provisions, landmark cases, or even the functioning of the judiciary. There is no overall choice in the paper, but internal choices are provided in some questions.
Thank you, ma'am, for your detailed and thoughtful. Thank you, ma'am, for your detailed and thoughtful response. Your explanation of the Legal Studies Board question paper structure is incredibly helpful for students preparing for the exam. Knowing the format is essential for time management and developing strong answering strategies. My next question to you, ma'am, is how should students approach case-based questions?
Yes, ma'am. To answer and to approach the case-based questions, always read the case carefully and identify the legal issue involved. Apply relevant legal principles and precedents to the situation given. Provide a reasoned conclusion which is based on the facts which are given in the question. Avoid giving personal opinions and always stick to legal reasoning. Whenever you are describing, please underline the important key legal terms in the question asked.
Thank you, ma'am. Your advice on handling case-based questions gives students a clear strategy to understand and apply legal principles. My next question is, are there any frequently asked topics in the board question paper?
Yes, few topics are frequently asked in the question paper, like such as the fundamental rights and duties, NALSA regulations, judicial appointments to the court, collegium model, human rights, again in the form of case-based questions, their complaint mechanisms, legal profession in India in the form of case-based questions, hypothetical questions, or even the composition of Bar Council and All India Bar Council is also sometimes asked. Apart from this, alternate dispute resolution techniques in the form of case-based questions, hypothetical examples can be asked to assess the legal terminologies and the concepts. Last but not the least, international law. So apart from all these topics which are frequently asked, some other topics are also there, but these have been there in the question paper frequently.
Highlighting these topics is extremely useful for students as they prioritize their study. This can guide them to focus on important areas while maintaining a balanced understanding of the subject. We really value your expertise. Moving on, my next question is, how can students improve their writing style in long answer questions?
To answer the long answer questions, you should always have a strategy before you answer the questions. First of all, you should always start with a brief introduction to the topic. Clearly state the legal principle or relevant law. Support with the examples or case laws if applicable. Conclude with a well-reasoned opinion or summary. Use legal terminologies wherever required, underline the key terms, and avoid unnecessary details. Be concise and to the point. Write clearly and legibly.
The tips that you're providing improves the writing skills for the long answer questions, which the students will understand, and it will enhance their clarity and coherence. Strong writing is crucial for presenting legal arguments effectively. Thank you once again. My final question is, how are answers evaluated and what do examiners look for?
Yes, for the examiners to assess the question paper, the examiners always expect clarity and relevance. So the answers should directly address the question asked. Use of legal terminologies again will demonstrate understanding of the legal language. Application of concepts, especially in the case-based question, is something which is to be kept in mind. Structured presentation should always be well organized. Preferably, you should answer in bullet points or paragraphs. Underline the key terms wherever required. Citations and references should be mentioned. Relevant articles, laws, or judgments, wherever applicable, should be mentioned while answering the questions.
Thank you for the detailed response. Understanding how answers are evaluated and what examiners look for gives students a clear advantage in their preparation. These insights will help them structure their responses effectively and help them maximize their scores.
So, dear students, prepare strategically, revise systematically rather than just cramming at the last moment. Practice your past year's papers. Time management is the key. So divide your time wisely and attempt some easier questions first to build up your confidence. Leaving questions unanswered is something which is not at all expected. So attempt all the questions, even partial answers may get some marks. So just students, believe in yourself and all the best for your exams.
And that brings us to the end of today's episode. A huge thank you to Shelly ma'am for sharing such valuable guidances and expert advice with us. Your insights will definitely help many students navigate their exam preparation with confidence. I am sure our students have received some great ideas and inspiration to score better in the upcoming exam. Keep practicing and stay consistent. Thank you.
Thank you.